It's almost impossible to find YouTube. Which makes zero sense. Now, I'm not sure what I can get away with streaming. I know I can't stream movies, obviously, but I can stream them and talk about them, which would basically just be a very long review of the movie, a more in-depth movie. Which is what I think I'll do, because I've tried to think about how I could approach this podcasting, and I've got the channel set up. But I think that this channel is probably perfect for me to just continue doing this kind of thing. And I guess I'll just talk about movies and all that. And then show you guys on screen everything I can. And anything I can't show you, obviously. It's going to be a whole learning experience. That's life. Oh, come on. So, I have to see what pops up here. Alright, so I'm going to go to Hulu first. Hold on a second though. I'm not going to touch on Amazon. I'm not going to touch on Prime Video right now because I didn't log into my Prime account. Because I just downloaded it on my tablet. So yeah, Hulu first. The only reason I have this movie pulled up is because it was trending, apparently. It's called, well, you can read, but it says a couple's ailing marriage is put to the test when they are held hostage in an isolated vacation rental by a mysterious unseen voice that commands their every move. Now, the artwork looks pretty cool, for sure. But when I see this artwork, it looks like this is probably more about the presentation than anything. It's probably your B horror movie S type stuff, but it says it's a mystery and a thriller. Starring a bunch of people I've never heard of. Directed by a bunch of people I've never heard of. Can you get copyright for playing a trailer? I'm not sure. I'd almost be curious to know. Assuming I could even play it. Oh, by the way, this is supposed to be rotated, or else you guys are going to see it from that weird upwards position. Yeah, there we go. Oh, I already fucked that up. Oh well, I'm not going to restart the stream just because I didn't rotate the tablet. Within the first 4 minutes, like I said, it's a learning process. I was trying to figure out something to do that makes sense for me, that doesn't require me to fry my phone or all my technology, because I can't afford to replace any of this stuff. So I think I'll add this to my stuff just because it looks interesting. I can always remove it later if I don't like it. So yeah, probably just keep doing this. The problem with doing it on the Spookscast channel is that that's just for uploading previously recorded podcast. Since there's only one subscriber and that's me. And then this channel's at 39 subs. And my other one's at 56. So I could use the 56 sub channel, but the problem with that is that nobody on that channel really knows me, and the only reason they're subscribing is because they like one video on that channel. So this channel just has a longer history. Maybe not the name, but I just feel like this is the better move. Just doing these on here under my own name, because I don't really need a nickname. Perfectly fine with my own name. Ow. Just stabbed myself with my nail. Glad I could finally get this thing fixed, though. And I think my cell phone from the last little stream we did of Oblivion finally stopped burning, even if that was what I was really smelling. I'm not 100% positive, but let's see. You may also like. What may I also like? Now we need to go to the trending page, which is always a horrible thing for you. Now you all get to see into my. Well, no, you get to see what all these streaming services recommend to me personally, what it personally believes that I would like to see, which is basically just the same horror movies I would recommend to anyone else. Like this one. Obviously everybody knows what this movie is. We've got two well-known female actors in this movie. And apparently there's a TV show out or coming out for this. I heard that. It's a drama and mystery. See, back then I don't think they really called horror movies horror movies. This looked pretty interesting to me. See, it's a young woman who's involuntarily committed to a mental institution where she is confronted by her greatest fear. But is it real, or is it a product of her delusion? The resort's apparently pretty popular if you want to watch that, but I don't think I'm going to watch it. Why am I liking this? Never even watched it. That's the problem. Alright, so this is it. This is the big one. Bianca Haas, Brock O'Hearn, Michael Vlamis. Directed by Taylor Chine. I can't even say any of their names. But four friends head to Hawaii to investigate reports of a haunting at an abandoned resort. Say it's beautiful there, but they soon learn you have to be careful what you wish for. Maybe someday I'll read my book on stream. It's just It's kind of like some of these movies. You just, I don't know. So I don't have to take responsibility for making any of these movies, but I do have to take responsibility for the book I made and anything I read that might offend anyone. So as far as, what I wrote in terms of my depiction of what's acceptable as a horror story, so. Alright, new year, new you. This Into the Dark thing has been around for a while now, but I've always thought that it's kind of cool that Hulu launched their own, or whatever this is, I don't know. It's kind of like Huluween, which is really high production shorts. I don't even know if that's still going on. But yeah, I think I read this a little bit. But I mean, this is just pictures and text, so I don't think I get in trouble for showing any of this. This is a really good movie, but it's been out for a while now. It's got Sarah Paulson, if you like American Horror Story. Speaking of which, that's where we're going next. So, since I have nothing but time on my hands, I can individually go through and tell you what I thought of each one. Episode 1 and 2 and 8 are well, spoiler alert, so you might want to cover your ears, or if you're watching this after it's already been released, then just skip this part and hope for the best. Hope you skip ahead far enough. But the Rubberman episodes, which was episode 1, 2, and 8, were honestly probably better off just making a season about the entire, Murder House season 2 would have been better. Drive-In has the best intro. Episode 4 is terrible and has Danny Trejo in it. And the best single episode is Bayal, and that has I'm afraid to click that thing because I don't know, Billy Lord in it. That's actually a really good episode. 49 minutes. Air date 8/5/2021. This may seem counterproductive to what I do, but there's 2 reasons I probably don't like talking very loud when I'm on video or on a call or whatever. Is because 1, I watch a lot of ASMR, so it's always pretty quiet, and 2, I never really talk much at all, so I don't really like talking. So it's kind of weird that I would be trying to do stuff like this. But I guess this is the whole point, is that hopefully I'll become more social. But enough of my head shrinking of myself. Oh, it's actually only 7 episodes. It's not even 8. Farrell was okay. I didn't like the Australian accent, though, that they gave. Michael Langdon's actor. I really thought it was going to be Bigfoot. I mean, come on. 1, two of these episodes are about zombies. But I feel like something's missing here. I'm glad that YouTube actually plays the video without you having to actually click on the video. If I was doing this stuff live on my ASMR channel, I would have plenty of information, news stories about ASMR and stuff, but I don't think anybody's doing that. And I'm not really sure if I want to do that, so there's only three things I have any knowledge of is books, movies, and games, and music. So that's 4 things. I don't know. I have knowledge of media. To break it down into simple terms, the X-Files, they were away for a while, and that came out the year I was born, and then it came back for, I think, season 10, I think, is when it came back. Yeah. And then this they need to make a 3rd season of, because I'm tired of watching the same 2 seasons, as great as they are. I think that's enough attention for Hulu, though, for one day. Although we will look at this thumbnail. Oh, wait, what? Nosferatu? He's from American Horror Story, too. Zachary Quinto. I was trying to buy this book, but it's really hard to find, and it's really expensive. You get the graphic novel fairly easy, but I think that's a prologue. This is interesting. I didn't realize there was a TV show for this. I'm actually going to add this to my stuff. Let's see what's going on here. There's 2 seasons. Wow, it might actually be worth watching. I'll report back to you guys if I decide to watch it and I think it's any good. Oh, sorry. This I have no interest in watching as much as I tried. I referenced that in one of my videos, even though I've never watched it. Okay, I'm super interested in this now. It's just another vampire thing, but I mean, you can never have too many of those. I don't even know if they're gonna let me show Netflix on here, but we'll see. So I'm going to scrape Hulu off the screen there. Hold on, I'm going to drag this out of here. And then I'm going to drag Streamlabs over here. Okay. Like I said, there's only one movie I would recommend on Prime Video, because Prime is the biggest disappointment ever when it comes to streaming services everywhere. And if I went to Disney Plus, I would just be talking about like Disney movies, like Halloween Town would probably be the only thing I would recommend anybody to watch is those movies. But we can look at those. PlayStation Video. Let's go to let's go to Tubi. No, I don't want to play that movie. Jeez, it was close. Well, I'm just trying to get... Yeah, I should definitely switch this to 1080p. There's no point in having 720p when all I'm showing is text and images. There's no video, there's no game. Alright, let's see. What's the news on Tubi? NBC News now. Most popular on Tubi is Take Down, The Stay, Good Friend. Wait, The Weekend. Gosh. This is what I read in my head. A weekend getaway for two couples in a secluded rental house devolves into a game of sinister secrets with a creepy caretaker living on the property. Oh, look at this image. No, I wanted to see the thumbnail. Amusement. Yeah, we're not going to read that one. Scary stories to tell in the dark is supposed to be good. Oh, look, it's going to autoplay the trailer for me. No, it's not, because I don't want copyright. A woman's legendary... I own all of these stories except book 3. I used to own book 3. But I think there's 3 different editions of the books that you can buy with all different art. I think the ones I have are the 2nd edition, and then I also had the 3rd edition before. 2nd edition, and then the 1st editions I read in school. But yeah, so a group of teenagers read a bunch of scary stories, and then they have to solve a mystery before it destroys them. Dean Norris. I don't know. It's about the only thing interesting I saw about the cast. Jaws is on Tubi. I wish it would stop autoplaying this. Everybody knows what Jaws is, so I'm not going to bother reading it. Alien vs. Predator. What is it? A Tubi original? I've never heard of a Tubi original. Wow. Sounds very interesting. So, I love the thumbnails that Tubi has. Tubi has the best movies, I don't care. It's a free service, and basically some stuff that Netflix has and Hulu has, it has too. So if you don't mind advertisements, I would just use Tubi if you don't want to pay for a streaming service. But then again, if you don't have a life and all you have are streaming services, then I guess it's worth the investment. Or if you don't watch TV or own a TV with channels, then streaming services are worth it. I like the amusement thumbnail though. Your fear has amusement. The Mill. Look at this. Her face is part of the building. I guess showing a couple clips, like, there's no way that YouTube would be able to register. There's no audio, and the video is really small. I doubt it would catch this. There's no way. Look at that, a rat. Oh my god, I don't want to see the spider. Go. I saw a spider yesterday on the window. It's huge. They're in a red room. They're all going in. Looks cheesy as hell. That's what I like. It's a rat. There's the star of the movie. Who's bored out of the run? The most popular. Can we just cut this down, please? Oh, I thought that said Jonah Hill is the shitter. He's the sitter. I guess this is Mrs. Doubtfire Part 2. Whoops, didn't mean to pause it there. But I think he did. Hold on, wait. There we go. No, I don't want to turn it. Do not defy me, tablet. What? Did they put this back? I hate it when they put one movie and then don't put the others. I read most of the first book, which is funny because most of the first book takes place in locations that I've lived most of my life, so, or been to. Jurassic City. They're just putting sci-fi and horror comedy because they don't know what to do with it. Yeah, I'm sure Fred 2, Night of the Living Fred, with John Cena is terrifying. That was just the creepiest still image I've ever seen. So maybe it is. It says kids and family right here, but then it says horror comedy, so screw you. Sorry, I keep saying that a lot. Halloween. Sharktopus. From the creators of Reno 911. Hey, we all recognize him in the middle. as Keegan Michael Key. Ooh, Jaws is back, but now he's cool. Cruel Jaws. Horror shark film that steals from Italy's goriest Jaws ripoffs about a huge shark designed by the military that's terrorizing a local town. Look at that helicopter. What is it doing to that boat? Watch out! But I guess this is Breaking Wind movie is like Breaking Dawn, but Breaking Wind. I don't know. This raunchy, irreverent parody of the Twilight Saga is filled with vain vampires. I'm not going to read that word. Werewolves and plenty of paranormal hijinks. Oh, Danny Trejo is in it. He's in every movie ever. Do not reply. What the heck is that? Is that Shredder from the Ninja Turtles 2? Teenagers tricked by a social media person she meets at a Halloween party who traps her in a house with brainwashed people. Great. Good for her. Alright. Jaws 2 is also available. Jurassic Shark. Komodo vs. Cobra. Croczilla. Hey, Aubrey Plaza. Why does she have... what's all over her mouth? A young man is shattered by his girlfriend's death, but when she somehow comes back from the dead, their reunion is altered by her terrifying change. I don't know. I think she looks just fine. Republic Z, is that Glenn? Yeah, it's Glenn on the left. Look. They're all... wait, at least two of them are Glenn. From The Walking Dead. Big Ass Spider's good. That's got the guy... that's got Matt Parkman from the Heroes series that's so old. His defining moment. This was the Hollywood blockbuster of the summer that everyone went to see. It was like, what are you going to see? I'm definitely not going to see The Dark Knight. I'm going to see Big Ass Spider. Oh, speaking of big ass spiders, here's Oscar winner Kathy Bates stars as an abused woman accused of murder twice. Not once, twice. While trying to connect with and protect her suspicious daughter. I know a friend that would want to watch that if he hasn't seen it already. Saturday the 14th. It's very clever. I had that by accident, by the way. Tubi is mostly horror movies or sci-fi movies, and they're mostly all the cheesy ones, are the ones that Netflix and Hulu throw up. But that's what makes them so great, or Tubi so great. I guess the only other... I think... yeah, the houses that built October are on here. 1 and 2 are on here and on Hulu at the same time. Jersey Shore Massacre. Wow. Alright, let's see. Young friends looking to party during a weekend of fun and sun fall directly into the path of a ruthless guy who is ready to pick them up and take them on a date. Yep. So I'm not going to read anything inappropriate, so... I don't know what the heck we're watching there. Mongolian Deathworm. Here we go. This is a classic. After centuries of being dormant, deadly creatures awaken when an oil company tests an experimental fracking method in the Mongolian desert. Oh, no trailer. Come on. Dino Shark. I could probably watch 75% of these movies with you guys and not get in trouble by YouTube. I get in trouble by Tubi. What? How did they get away with naming this? 60 days in A&E. Oh, I guess they put all the A&E actors and actresses together and they have them fight each other. Interesting. Fluffy's Food Adventures. Gabriel, what have you done this time? I think he had a show on Netflix that ran for one season. That show was actually pretty funny. And then I never saw anything after that, but apparently they go looking for food. I'm not surprised. Alf? Now that's a horror movie right there. Geez, just look at the guy on the right. Planet Melmac. Tanner's Garage. Sorry, I can't afford the nightmares. You know what Alf looks like? He looks like one of the characters from the Twilight Zone episode Eye of the Beholder. Looks like what everybody looks like after they get the surgery. Sharkcano? This is National Geographic. This is supposed to be a Disney exclusive. What the heck? A world-famous scientist takes viewers on a globe-trotting adventure to see why sharks seem to gravitate towards dangerous volcano hotspots. Man, a lot of these I feel like would make great posters. Not poosters, posters. Tropical thunderstorms, white rain sounds, white noise, sleep study focus. No, it's okay. I'll be fine. A soothing tropical rainstorm with gentle thunder in the distance creates an epic nature ambience that is ideal for sleeping, studying, or focus. There's like 50 of these, so including alien worlds, giants, and hybrids, sleep sounds, in case you're interested in those. Close encounters of the fifth kind. Just a couple encounters off. See Hunt for the Skinwalker. That I swear that's on Netflix. Not Netflix, Hulu. Gosh. I already looked up. I think Fox owns Tubi. I could be wrong, but. And this movie is supposed to be gone off of here a long time ago. And it's still here. And it's one of the best movies on here. But my favorite thing about Tubi, without a doubt, is when you go to Espanol. No, I'm kidding. When you go to the channels, you can actually go to Full Moon Features and see everything from Charles Band. There's a whole category. Now I own all the Evil Bong movies in the box set. 6 makes 6 out of 200. Signed by Robin Sidney, Charles Band. I used to own the original box sets of that, Killjoy and Ginger Dead Man. So that's probably my greatest life's accomplishment. Even though I don't touch the stuff, it's just owning the box set and having those signatures. I used to be a movie collector, but then everything went digital. So, and I fought digital for a long time because I was convinced that investing any money in something you can't physically hold is just the biggest waste ever, and that if all this stuff went away, we would lose everything. But it's not going anywhere. I've come to terms with that a long time ago, and so that's when I changed my thought process on it. But if anybody who wants to get into some cheesy movies that are kind of funny and still very good, I would recommend anything by Full Moon Features for sure. If you have a TV, a lot of TVs have built-in apps, smart TVs. You should have Tubi access through there. But keep in mind, some of these movies are inappropriate, and so I probably shouldn't play any of these trailers in case I happen to encounter one by accident. The Haunting of Muffin Baker. Exactly what I'm talking about right there. Some of these are not movies. Some of these are light romances, if you catch my drift. So be cautious of what you click. Or, in this case, touch. Subspecies is supposed to be good, but I've never watched it. I'm actually trying to remember. No. Puppet Master, nobody knows what that is. I'll tell you what it is. It's the most complicated storyline to follow because the movies jump all over the place. They just didn't care with the timeline. So you have to watch the movies in the order they were published, or you have to watch them in the order of the timeline. I prefer the timeline, but then after watching movies based on books and books based on movies or whatever, I stopped really caring about all that, and no, I just watched them to watch them. See, this came with the box set I have, and this is actually a really good movie. Ouija's is a really good movie if you want a movie that doesn't have any not to disappoint you, but it's not really that violent. So, but that's what I like about it. It's just a fun movie. So, but see, like I own all these movies, all 7 Evil Bong movies, and that in the box set. But then you can watch them all for free here, or you can pay for a subscription on Full Moon web streaming to have access to all these movies, but you can watch them for free here with advertisements. I'm not sure. They're just desperate for money, so I get the idea though. Sadly, though, I don't really watch a lot of horror movies now. I did, but if I watch anything horror, it's TV shows now. But I still take an interest in all this stuff. It's just not like an obsession or anything anymore. It's more like a tribute to the past. I guess this is their own version of Godzilla. Is Zarkor the Invader? Decadent Evil. Watch that, but watch it with adult supervision. Actually, watch all these with adult supervision. You know, assuming the Gingerweed Man behind the scenes. What? I don't think this came with my box set. Confused. No, I just thought it was funny that I got the 6th box set out of 200. Like 6 is always considered the evil number, so like, you know, 6 is always the number I get, of course, but I'm not evil, so it's just a funny coincidence. But 6 boxes in, they managed to F it up and somehow drop the box or something, because there's a nice big rip at the top of the box. So it's like, I guess Charles Band was like in the middle of signing it or something and just, I don't know, was drunk or something. Who knows? I'm just blaming him because I don't know who else to blame. I'm not going to blame Robin for it. Shrunken Heads. I just recommend watching the Goosebumps episode. I almost said of how I met, you know, but I meant how I got my shrunken head, whatever. Here, watch the third one, or watch the first one of this if you want classic Gary Busey. But watch... See, that's her. I have her signature. Enshrined. No, I'm just kidding. It's just sitting there, and it keeps getting stuck to my shelf, and every time I pick it up, I swear part of the box on the bottom tears off. It's supposed to be a Ouija board on the bottom. Like, not a traditional Ouija board, but after the movie Ouijas. So that's great. I also swear I keep mixing up my accounts, which is why all my movies are out of order. Or some things that were in my list aren't in my list, some things that were liked aren't liked. I think the quality of the stream is really good though for 720p. Actually, it looks better than what I'm seeing right now. Sucks that I won't be able to cover Amazon Video, but I can't show you guys my login info, so we'll do a whole separate video on all the crap I've never watched on there. Whoa. Femalian Cosmic Crush. While participating in an archaeological expedition on a distant moon, students are turned into willing... Okay. I'm gonna end it there. But I gotta admit, the special effects are freaking really good. Like, look at the quality here. Yeah, see, I can't show all this because I guarantee the trailer is going to show something inappropriate. And I'm going to get my video taken down. But you know what? I'm just going to completely ignore this movie and never see it again. Definitely going to not watch it. What is this? The Beautiful Troublemaker. A once famous painter restarts an abandoned project and stirs up issues of the creative process and its limits when he chooses a new female muse. Foreign and international film. Oh my gosh, it's 4 hours long? Jeez. Is it that good? Cohen Media Group. Sandra Cohen made this. Makes sense. Why are all the foreign language films like highly inappropriate? Like this one's just called the SLUT. It's literally what this is called. Is this what the foreign language community watches? Or is this just Tubi's preference? I don't know. Weekly watch list. Borat. Son of the Mask. Which is a terrible movie, I remember. See, I don't get this. Oh. Whoops. Ooh, Guest House. Sorry, no, I'm just being... But I mean, just look at this. All the foreign films are all extremely inappropriate. And I only say foreign because that's the word they use, so... What is this? the heck? Un asesino psicológico si es pasar por un vendedor. Nah, I'm done with this. Let's go. You get the idea. Look at the picture if you can't read it. You can always tell exactly what a movie's about just by the picture. And it would never try and be misleading, ever. Boondock Saints. Yeah. I mean, I own this, but I own this digitally, but I can also watch it digitally with advertisements. So maybe I want to watch the advertisements. You know? This has Alexandra Daddario, The Layover. She's a teacher. The only thing I ever saw her in was the Texas Chainsaw 3D, I think it was. I mean, oh, and then they got, I swear, Child's Play split up into Tubi, Netflix, and Hulu. It really is. It's split up into all three. And how Tubi got access to this is beyond me. I mean, Tubi's just that awesome. That they're willing to splurge every now and again and get something decent. And my standards are pretty low, keep in mind. But this would be high standards for anybody who likes horror movies or classic horror movies anyways, because this is 1987, so you can't be Gen Z and appreciate that. Here we go. We're going to do a marathon of this. A Jersey girl moves to New York City to become a songwriter, making her rent as a bartender at the hottest club in the city, which changes her life. And it's got John Goodman in it. And my mom went to high school with John Goodman, apparently. Or the same high school. I don't know. And he also has a house back where I used to live. Anyways, these are the claims. There's actually all 4 Jaws movies. Unless there's more than that. I'm sure there is. Oh, it's Shark Month. Bite Fest. Okay. Bait. This is a really good movie. Right here. I recommend that all your children watch this movie. This is a good one. They like sharks. They like sharks in grocery stores. Swamp Shark. Damn Sharks. Shark Attack 3. Megalodon. Super Shark. Open Cage. Open Water. Open Cage. Hope it's not an open cage. Open Water 3, Cage Dive, Sand Sharks. I remember when Sand Sharks first came out, and I never watched it. And that was 2012, and now it's 2021. I don't know. I will say, though, movies make up for their lack of everything with their cast and crew choices, for sure. They can't act, but yeah, you catch my drift. Mega Shark versus Colossus. This dude's got a huge mustache. Mega Shark versus Mega Shark. Oh, Mega Shark versus Mecha Shark. My bad. Yeah, I'm just going to leave it at these two today. I don't think I'm going to cover Netflix today. I think since I did Hulu and Tubi on this one, I think next time I'll do Netflix and Amazon. Or more specifically, Netflix and I don't know if I should do, I feel like I should do an entire video for Netflix and then I should do a separate one for Amazon. No, take that back. I should do one for Netflix and Disney and then do an entirely separate one for Amazon, since that's the one I've least watched and explored. And I might even throw a PlayStation video into that one. Wow, that was only an hour. I would say we could watch a movie, but I just don't know if I feel like streaming and talking during the entire length of a movie right now. I just gave you guys all that very useful information. Well, anyways, thank you. It was a blessing to have you attend today's trending on our streaming services video. Every video in the future will be just like this. Basically just audio and images. There will be no more gaming. There will be no more anything. It'll just be my voice and whatever I show you on my screen. And you know what? You're going to love it. So if I could do what Mystery Science Theater 3000 does legally, I would. But unfortunately I can't, so maybe we'll just watch some YouTube videos in the future and comment on those. But, you know, I don't want any drama either, so. Alright, until next time, see you guys.